Hello dear friends, glad to welcome you to our channel. Today we're going to talk about liver health, a problem that affects millions of people. Did you know that fatty liver or steatosis can go unnoticed until the situation worsens? Fortunately, there are foods that can improve liver health and those that can seriously harm it. Often, when diagnosed with fatty hepatosis, doctors recommend almost completely eliminating fats from the diet. But it is worth understanding that the cause of the problem more often lies not in the use of fats, but in the chronic intoxication of the body. Therefore, today I will tell you about 6 products that it is better to refuse in this disease, and 5 that will help to maintain and even restore the health of the liver. 6 products that should be avoided in fatty hepatosis. And the first thing is, of course, alcohol. Even if liver problems are not caused by alcohol, its consumption can aggravate the condition. Even small doses increase inflammation and destroy liver cells. In addition, alcohol disrupts metabolism, which further overloads the already weakened liver. The second is saturated and trans fats. Fatty cheeses, butter, fast food, and ice cream are all foods high in saturated fats. They make it difficult for the liver to function and contribute to the accumulation of fat in its cells. If it is difficult to completely give up these products, choose those where the content of saturated fats is minimal, and always pay attention to the composition on the package. Third, processed meat products. Unfortunately, sausage, salami, and other meat products contain preservatives and additives that negatively affect the liver. They often include nitrates as well as a large amount of salt, which creates an additional load on the body. It is better to give preference to natural meat without additives. Fourth, foods with a high sodium content. Quick soluble soups, noodles, sauces, and various condiments can contain too much salt. High sodium intake causes fluid retention in the body and increases blood pressure, which also affects the liver. It is recommended to consume no more than 2.3 grams of salt per day. Fifth, fructose syrups and corn syrup. Corn syrup, fructose syrup, and similar sugar substitutes negatively affect metabolism. High fructose products stimulate fat accumulation in the liver and prevent its regeneration. It is better to avoid such sweeteners and choose products without added sugar. Sixth, simple carbohydrates and refined sugar. A real trouble for the liver, especially if you have a tendency to fat hypotosis. When we eat white flour and sugar, blood glucose levels rise sharply, stimulating the release of insulin. Constant insulin overload leads to insulin resistance. It becomes increasingly difficult for cells to digest glucose, and excess glucose begins to be stored as fat directly in the liver. Whole grain products not only slow down the absorption of sugar, preventing insulin spikes, but also support healthy gut flora. This reduces the burden on the liver and helps it to repair itself. And here are 5 foods that will help restore liver health. The first is turmeric. Turmeric, known as the golden spice, has powerful anti-inflammatory effects. The curcumin in turmeric helps the liver fight inflammation and eliminate toxins. Adding black pepper to turmeric increases its bioavailability several times, making this combination especially beneficial. The second is low fructose fruits. Not all fruits are equally beneficial for the liver. Fruits such as avocados, acai, and guava are rich in antioxidants and healthy fats that support liver health without putting extra strain on the liver. Excess fructose, on the other hand, can complicate liver health, so high fructose fruits are best to limit. Third, coffee. Coffee, as researchers have found out, has antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties thanks to polyphenols and vitamin E, which helps protect liver cells from damage. But it's important to remember, store coffee in a dark and dry place and avoid contact with oxygen and light so it retains maximum health benefits. Fourth is omega-3 rich fish. Deep-sea fish such as salmon and tuna are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation in the liver and help repair its tissues. Studies show that omega-3 fats support lipid metabolism, reducing the fat load on the liver. Aim to include fish in your diet at least twice a week. And fifth, foods rich in fiber. Oatmeal, chia seeds, and flax seeds not only lower blood sugar levels, but also help to eliminate excess fat from the liver. Fiber helps stabilize sugar levels and improves digestion, which is crucial for maintaining a healthy liver. Try to add at least 1 serving of fiber-rich foods to your diet every day. If you suspect fatty hepatosis or other liver problems, don't put off seeing your doctor. Regular examinations will help to detect and prevent complications in time. If this material was useful, be sure to put comments about which of these tips you are going to apply. Support the channel by liking and subscribing so that you don't miss the next videos.